Hey, it's Tom from WPWithTom.com, and in this video I'm going to be doing a SiteGround review and covering the question, is SiteGround worth it? So let's dive in. So recently SiteGround has been changing various parts of their business, and several people actually reached out to me and asked me if SiteGround was worth it still because of their increased pricing for their WordPress hosting plans that they have. And in this video, I'll cover some of my thoughts about the changes that have been going on at SiteGround lately, as well as if I'd still recommend it. And I'll also have a link below in the description if you want to click on that and support my channel. It does give you the 60% discount off the SiteGround plans when you go to sign up with them. And that link is wpwithtom.com/SiteGround. So to start off, let's go over some of the recent changes. For one, SiteGround has moved away from the cPanel to a new dashboard, and according to what I read, the decision is something that they had planned for years. And for me, honestly, it's taken a little bit of getting used to how it actually works in their new layout that they have, their new dashboard. But I think that for about 95% of the users, maybe even more than that they're going to be fine with this change, and I haven't heard too much pushback besides the initial pushback that people had when it first rolled out several months ago. Now, SiteGround has also moved to Google Cloud's platform earlier this year, and in an article they have on their blog, there's actually two of them that I have up, it says that there are 40% faster processors with this change, and they've also added two new data centers, one in Frankfurt and one in Sydney. And this is good for overall growth within their company, that they're going to be able to support more specific regions. So they have data centers in several countries now, and it's nice to get one in Sydney for people in Australia. It gives them probably faster websites because of that. And they've also increased their GoGeek plans to have 40 gigabytes of disk space, and with the Google Cloud platform they have 100% match with renewable energy. So that is something that comes along with the Google Cloud platform by default, but now they're able to provide that for so many different websites across the world. It's a pretty good thing that they're able to do this now. Now, overall, there has been a lot going on at SiteGround. However, I believe that the changes are positive overall and that they're trying to really set themselves up for the future. I think moves like this with Google Cloud and setting up these data centers, it just proves that they're really gearing up for the future and expanding their company. I don't really see these price increases that they've had as something that they're doing because they're desperate to make more money or something like that. I see it more as something that they're doing to set themselves up for the future. And if I'm speaking candidly here, I've always thought that SiteGround was a bit on the underpriced side considering the high quality service that they have, especially their awesome support. They're known for their support within the industry, and they're easily on par or even better than most of the expensive options out there. Now, I know it depends on what region you're in. If you're in a region that their plans already looked expensive in before, they're going to look even more expensive now, and they might just not be for you, and you might have to go with an alternative to them. But I think in regards to comparing it to other hosting services out there, they already had a lot of value that they were offering compared to a lot of other ones out there. Now, besides their awesome support, SiteGround has set up a few different things that I like. So if we were to go over here and look at their plans, they always have up-to-date PHP versions. They have free SSL. They have daily backup options here with the Grow Big and the GoGeek plans. And you can get on-demand backup copies as well, which is huge. They have free CDN, free email, and it's just a great option when you look at what they offer, and they have everything covered that you really need to get started and have a nice website running without a whole lot of hassle involved. And if something comes up, they have the support, so it's a great option in my opinion. Now, I'm also involved in several hosting related Facebook groups, and I know that might sound really nerdy, and it probably is, but if you're in a group like this, the chances are that you're more than just an average user. And when you look at almost any of the hosting polls that pop up in these groups, they come up from time to time, and you'll see at the top of almost everyone is SiteGround. They're ranked first almost every single one that I've seen, and I've seen probably 100 over the course of the last few years in these groups. And these are real reviews by some pretty serious users or maybe even power users within the hosting community. So I really think this matters a lot, and part of why I'm mentioning it is people that probably even know more about hosting than I do are recommending it as well. And oftentimes they're the large majority when you look at the votes that go to SiteGround. So at the end of the day, I think SiteGround is a wonderful option if you're a WordPress user, regardless of this price increase to $9.99 a month for the Grow Big or the $6.99 for Startup, $14.99 for GoGeek. If you look at the competition, most of the competition that has a similar level of support and quality is probably more expensive still. So I would strongly recommend checking them out if you're looking for a WordPress host. And if you want to get it and support my channel, I'll have a link in the description below. And I'd really appreciate it if you did use that if you're going to go with SiteGround. And if you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more WordPress related content. Thanks for viewing and have a wonderful day.